Hi everybody, it's Cindy Piggott here. I am the face behind Stamping Chick Creations and I am so happy to be part of the SSS Super event. Thank you for watching this video. I'm sorry I can't be live with you today, but I'm very excited to be bringing you a video for you to rewatch over and over. If you are new to the SSS event, you are in for a real treat. I hope you're enjoying all the projects that you're seeing today. I know we all put a lot of hard work and effort into bringing you the best projects that we can bring you and coming up with something new all the time. So if you're new, I hope you enjoy this. We'd love to hear your feedback and what you think. And if you're returning, thank you for coming back. We do appreciate you and coming back time after time. So any feedback or input you'd like to give us, I'm sure we would all be more than happy to hear it. All right, so if you're not familiar with me, I have been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for 19 years, and I started as a hobbyist. I just wanted to get out after a mat leave and get some friends and meet some people and get away from my newborn, just some me time. So, and then 19 years later, I flourished into a team and incentive trips and all the fun things. So I'm very, very grateful for Stampin' Up! And I'm very grateful to be here with you today. All right, let's get started. I'm going to show you what I'm doing today. So this may not be a new fold for some of you. It's not a new fold for me, but it's one I do really, really like to do. So let's take a look and see what we've got here. So this is the card that we're doing today. So again, it's not hard. It's like a double gatefold card, really. This one is a little bit bigger. It does, measure 5.5 by 5. So you would actually have to make your own envelope for this, but it is intended to kind of stand like this with the crease in the middle. So kind of a W, I guess, card. Okay. Yeah, so let's get started and we will get this card put together. So I've pre-cut everything just to make the video go a little bit quicker. So what I have here is 2 pieces of our basic white cardstock. Now, I'm going to give you all the measurements for this, so please don't worry. They will pop up here on the screen as you go through the video. So don't worry about frantically taking down measurements. You can come back and watch this later. I'm going to do a different version of this card. I've just changed the papers and the colors. I'm going to do a monochromatic and just kind of see what that looks like. So you have 2 to kind of watch. So I am using Flowers of Beauty stamp set and bundle. So that's this one here. If you don't have it, it's amazing. My dies are all falling apart on me here. So it is a really, really awesome bundle. So, and the paper obviously that coordinates as well. All right, so I'm using basic white for this one. I'm using the thick because that's going to be my card base. I want it to be nice and sturdy. So this one I did use Petunia Pop as my card base. So you can just pick your color selection and go from there. So these pieces are 7 3/4 by 5.5. Okay. And then what we're going to do is on the, what size is this? On the 7 3/4 side, we are actually going to go ahead and score at 2.5, at 5, and at 7 1/4. So I just have to open up my arm here. And 7 1/4. Making sure that's straight. Okay, so I'm going to do that on both pieces. So again, 2.5, 5, and then 7 1/4. And that is really the worst part to this card. It's the hardest part. All right. Now, let's go take a look. What are we doing here? So what we want to do actually is we want to fold these valley, mountain, valley. And I'm just using my bone folder to crease those nice. And this one, we're going to go valley, mountain, valley. Now, don't stress out about, oh my gosh, did I fold those the right way? It's okay. You can fold them the other direction if you need to, okay? Essentially, this is what we're going for. I'm just going to grab some tear and tape because I forgot to grab that before I went live. I like to use tear and tape for this. just so that it holds my card together a little nicer. So what I'm essentially doing is taking these two small pieces and I'm going to join them together. Now, does it matter which way goes which? No, it does not. So essentially, this is how this card's going to go. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my tear and tape on this little piece here in the center. I love tear and tape. It's one of our most amazing adhesives, I'd say, because you can take it with you. And you all know that if you put your bone folder and rub on top of that, it will actually help lift your, I'm looking for my, here it is. It will actually help lift your tear and tape a little bit more. And then if you take your pick tool and peel that off. Now, so I'm going to line these two up. Just want to make sure that that's, yes, that's what I want. Just lining these two up. Maybe I lied. Maybe this is the worst part to the card because you have to line this up just right. There you go. Okay, so here we go. There we go, friends. Essentially, your card is done. We're now decorating. You see how simple this card is? I love it. Okay, so what we're going to do is I have already, like I said, pre-cut the pieces just to make things go a little bit quicker. So again, I'm using the coordinating cardstock and designer series paper. And this is the Flowers of Beauty paper. So we have, what do we have here? We have, let me get this out of the way so you guys can see what it is I'm doing here. We have 4 pieces that are 2 1/4 by 5 1/4. So we have 4 pieces, 2 1/4 by 5 1/4, and then we have 2 pieces that are 2 inches by 5 1/4. And then we have this little guy here that is 1/2 inch by 5 1/4. So everything's 5 1/4 because our card is 5 1/2. So then I have my designer series paper, which means now I'm going to have 4 that are 2 by 5. That one goes here. No, does that go there? Hang on. No, I don't think so. Oh, I hope I didn't cut these wrong. Oh, maybe. No, I did not. Trust the process. Okay, so we have 2 that are 2 by 5. Oh, sorry. Back up. 2 pieces that are 1 3/4 by 5. I'm looking at all my measurements, which I probably should not be doing. And then I have 4 pieces, which I think I may have to adjust these measurements. That are 2 by 5. Just want to make sure these are actually correct. I think these are supposed to be 2 1/4. These are supposed to be 2 1/4. So I just need to trim these down. See? Just live video. This is what happens, friends. I cut these at 2 1/2. They should have been 2 1/4. 2 1/4. Okay. This is what happens when you are trying to be all prepared and you're not. So I'm just fixing my boo-boos. 2 1/4 by 5. See, we are human. We too make mistakes. All right. Let's try that again. 2 1/4 by 5. Yeah, that's better. Okay. 2 1/4 by 5. Yep. 2 1/4 by 5. Look how pretty this paper is. Come on. Like this petunia pop, friends, is woohoo amazing. Okay, there. 2 1/4 by 5. You loving this? Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our adhesive. So I like to use Tombow. You can use whatever adhesive you have. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to adhere this to my solid. So you can use whichever side you want. But like I said, I want to do this one as monochromatic. So I'm doing the petunia pop with the petunia pop. And I'm trying not to bring in any other color combination or color selection for these just because I want to see how this will turn out. So I'm really, really excited. So I'm going to encourage you to actually go ahead and try this fold. post your pictures here in the SSS event. And I think they're going to have you do hashtag Cindy, maybe. I'm not sure. Just follow the instructions that Tamara will have given you. And I will pick somebody by the deadline of who I think has an amazing card. I know you're all going to do amazing cards, but it's going to be a hard selection, I'm sure. But I'm going to pick a winner, and you will win an embellishment from me. So I will be in contact with you, and I will send you out an embellishment. Okay. So just like a lot of the SSS team members, I go live every Monday night. I try to anyway, as best as I can. Sometimes family issues kind of jump in the way. And I like to do different folds and use scraps, that kind of thing. So this is a super fun one. I'm gonna do a copy of this video for my my YouTube channel with a different type of paper. Wouldn't that be fun? Okay, so here we go. We have our paper now. So now what we're having to do is decorate. I'm just trying to find my, I don't want to lose my little piece here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to bring in our card base again. And now all we're doing is adhering these pieces to the inside. So our bigger pieces are going here on the outside, 2 flaps, and our smaller pieces are going on the inside 2 flaps. Okay, so not complicated. Honestly, the worst part is cutting all the cardstock, but really they're very easy measurements. I like this one because it's not a lot of 8ths and 16ths and all that stuff. I don't know about you guys, but that stuff really kind of messes with me. Because then I doubt myself when I'm cutting, and you just saw I can't really even cut solid numbers or whole numbers, let alone 16ths and 8ths. So just make sure this is actually, yeah, okay. I wanted to make sure we were still recording and I didn't end up stopping the video by accident. So yeah, so hopefully you're enjoying the day and all the amazing projects. We're just such an awesome group. This SSS team. We have such great ideas. Even if somebody does the same type of a fold or same layout, it always looks different when somebody else does it. So it can be the same design, but look totally different. So that's really awesome. All right, so now we're kind of closing in on the fun of this. So here we go. This paper, oh, honestly, it's just stunning. Okay, I know we all said we have so many flowers. We do have a lot of flowers, but guess what? Flowers are our #1 seller. Did you know that? Okay, I could have used tear and tape on that actually. Okay, this piece is just going here in the middle. I don't know why I'm really shaky today. Can you tell that? Can you see that on camera? I'm really shaky. Okay, so that is going there. I'm not going to put any designer series paper on that because it's a pretty small piece, but and it doesn't need it. So this is how our card is going to stand. Okay, beautiful. So just want to make sure that actually is the same with mine. Yes, it is. Yep. Okay, here's my original card. Right? So this actually stands like this. So now what we have left to do is that's going to lay flat. So this part will lay like this. So it almost looks like just a regular gatefold card, but it actually has this piece in the middle. So now what we're going to do is we're going to decorate this part of the card, which kind of got me. So we're going to have to really pay attention here when we go to do this one, because you have to pay attention. I messed it up the first time, and then I was like, why is this not working? And then I discovered why it was not working. So what I've done here, I have brought in the Petunia Pop scraps. I've already pre-cut these flowers just because I know it's kind of boring to watch somebody stamp online. So I did Petunia Pop on top of Petunia Pop, okay? And then how cool is this Petunia Pop glitter paper? Oh, I have 4 of them somewhere. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we are going to glue this Petunia Pop solid cardstock onto my glitter paper. Now, you know, folks, with glitter paper, it takes a second to dry. So I like to just take a block and set it on there just so that it can dry. I don't need to worry about it moving on me or not adhering or whatever. So just take something. Oops, see, kind of like that. Did you see how that one moved? Just a little bit. There we go. And then we're going to glue this one. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on this card. Just keep commenting, super important. And I will check all the comments after and respond to as many as I can. Sometimes it's overwhelming responding to all the comments, but I will do my best. Okay, so I love this glitter paper. Like, I might be a little bit obsessed with it. It does come in the in colors. Oh, I'm having a hard time with this one for some reason. So it does come with the in colors, which is awesome. Okay, I'm just gonna move those. All right. So now here is the tricky part. See how I put these on a diagonal? You have to make sure that they lay on top of each other. Because when I did it originally, they weren't laying on top of each other. So you almost have to bring them over part way. And then these ones you're actually going to glue on the opposite side. So what do I mean from that? These ones I'm gluing on the left-hand side. These ones I'm gluing on the right-hand side. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my glue down. I'll start with these ones here. So again, as you're working with glitter paper, just be very cautious that it's dry. Okay, so I'm going to put this one here. So I'm actually lining up the point of my glitter paper with the white base. Okay, and the reason I'm doing that is so that I can overlap these two. And then if I take this one, I'm just checking to make sure I'm gluing that in the right spot. And I put this one about there. I'm just going to hold that down for a second, let that dry. Get a good adherence there. Now this is where it gets tricky. So now I want to glue on the right hand side. And I want to make sure that these two are going to overlap, so you don't see them. Like that. You see that? And then this one's going to be the same, so I'm going to glue on this side. Just want to make sure that I'm lining that up nice. There we go. So it's kind of a peekaboo. Okay, so just holding that for a second. So that's what we have. Beautiful. Okay, so now let's go ahead and put our flowers down. If I can get my dimensionals out. Oops, that's not the dimensionals I wanted. Let's try that again. All right. So now I'm going to put a dimensional and a flower. A dimensional and a flower. This one is really pretty and monochromatic. So it's kind of a peekaboo surprise. Right? There we go. So then we've got that. Now, where are you going to write your message? You can write your message on the back. Not a big deal. So now we need to do the inside of this. So you'll see on this one, what I did is I actually used the stamps and the dies. And then I actually brought in a label from a different set to do the sentiment on this one. Okay, so we can do that, just kind of keeping those together, just to decorate our card. All right, so what we've done now is I have actually gone ahead and stamped and die cut the pieces that we need. So again, I'm using this die and stamp set from Flowers of Beauty. And then I also, these pieces here, I've brought in from this stamp set and die. If you have not seen this one, Unbounded Love is incredible. It comes with a stamp set, but you also have these beautiful, beautiful dies that go along with. So you definitely want this one in your collection if you don't have it already. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my card back. And I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm going to place this petunia pop here. And then I'm going to place this petunia pop on top, just for some color. And then I'm going to place this here, and then I will stamp my sentiment, and then my card will officially be done. Super quick, super easy. You're going to love this. So I love cards that actually look very complicated, but they're actually not. Like, those are my style cards. This did not take long to do. It is like a little bit maybe tedious with the die cutting and the cutting of the paper, but honestly, it's not bad. I love cards like this. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to place this down here. And I'm not gluing the whole thing down because I want it to kind of pop up a bit when the recipient receives it. And then I'm going to take this one and I'm going to glue it on top. So I am using my fine tip glue for that. Again, if you are on the ball and use the adhesive sheets, I always forget about the adhesive sheets, but they're a great product. You can go ahead and use them. So I'm actually just going to place a block over that for right now. I'm going to put my fine tip glue back in. So I like to use my finger to guide my needle in. I just find that works much better. Put that back. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in my Unbounded Love stamp, and I'm actually going to, the last one has You've Got This, but I think I want to use Feel Better Soon. What do I want to use? With Sympathy? Kind of a bright card for a sympathy card, isn't it? So let's use, what do I want? Let's do Feel Better Soon, because this would be a nice bright card to give a friend who's maybe had surgery, not feeling well, that kind of thing. So if you have one of these glass mats, you are in luck, because this is an amazing product. We were able to pre-order it a while back. It's supposed to be coming out as a purchase item later on. If you get the opportunity to buy it, I strongly suggest you purchase this. It has been a game changer for me. Okay, so I like to use it to line my stamps up, my paper up, that kind of thing. So again, I'm using Petunia Pop. I'm going to say Feel Better Soon. I could have put that in the center a little bit more. No, it actually worked out really well. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to close out my Petunia Pop. This should now be dry. So I'm actually going to take a dimensional and I'm going to place it right there. And I'm going to peel this off. I'm going to place this right there in the center. And then I'm going to take two dimensionals and I'm going to pop, oops, let's take both dimensionals, not just the backing. And I'm going to place this right here. Like that. Okay, so here is my card. One last thing I want to do. So when I go to mail this is actually going to mail like this. So this actually kind of, this part stays flat and this part will, it doesn't matter which side goes which way. One last thing I want to do though is I want to add a little bit of Wink of Stella to my flowers. Okay, so if you don't have Wink of Stella, it's amazing. You won't see this on camera, I know, but it's a great, great product. And it gives your card just a little bit of a shimmer. Not a subtle, it's a very subtle shimmer, not a drastic shimmer. Okay, so here is your finished card. Okay, and that's what it looks like from this angle. So, and here is my original card. So you can see the exact same card, two totally different looks because this is monochromatic and this one's got a pop of color to it. All right, I hope you love that. I know this is a very short video, but that's okay. Take the time to have a break and get caught up on the next video that's coming up. And again, give this card a try, get your pictures posted, and I will select someone to receive a free package of embellishments from me. Again, not a hard card. Measurements are here. Check it out. Get those pictures posted, and feel free to follow me on Facebook if you'd like for more inspiration and ideas. And thanks for joining me. Have a fantastic day, and we'll chat very soon. Bye, everybody.